Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin. In today's video, we're talking about desire. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Without desire, there will be no creation. There will be no any of the things you use today, be it from the mobile phone to the chair, the car, the houses, the if, even the electronic instrument. Everything comes from the starting point of every creation. Everything that is in our reality, the starting point is desire. If you understand desire and how to turn your desire, everything you desire, into reality, then you are off to the races, as they say. So some people say, I have this desire, I have that desire, but I don't know if it's something that it can come to pass. So there is a common belief, a common understanding in the laws of attraction and personal development field, which is that if you will not have that desire unless you are capable of bringing it to pass. There are so many things that is happening out there. I don't have desire for it because maybe because I do not have. There's no desire in me to have those things. It's not in my consciousness to bring it to pass in my reality. But there are some things I want in my life, and I do my visualization exercise to it, and I work towards them. And some have manifested, some are still on their way. But like they say, but whatever you desire, have it in your mind, in the back of your mind. Like if you desire it, that is the surest evidence you have that you are capable of bringing it to pass. Let's say you are someone somewhere now, and let's say you're let's say I live in London, I live in UK, and let's say you are somewhere in a third world country, somewhere in Africa, and you have this desire to come to Europe to study for your university education, and where you are right now, you can't even afford let's say you can't the school fee. Let's say the school fees in the UK is for UK students is 9,500. For foreign students, some of them pay between 16,000 to 20 something thousand every year, and you don't even have £50 in your pocket, and you have this desire to come to the UK to study, and you live in Africa. That looks like an impossible desire. It looks impossible to the ordinary mind, but there's not, like they said in the Bible, there's with God not all things are possible. So if you have that desire, it doesn't matter. It looks impossible to the naked eye. It looks impossible to the average person on the street. But if you have that desire, and this desire is strong enough, the only reason you have that desire is because it is possible for you to achieve it. And in achieving that desire, you achieve a level of growth you can never achieve in any other form of life. So that desire you have is the surest evidence that you are able to achieve it. If you do not have, if it was impossible for you to achieve that desire you have, you will never have it. You never have, because the example I'm giving now is for a kid, a young boy or girl in Africa, and he has finished his or her secondary school education, and he feels like, I would love to go to Europe, Germany, Belgium, UK, France to study, to do my university education, and he doesn't have the money to do it. In fact, he have that desire. That is the surest evidence he has to bring it to pass. And in the other videos I've done, I've talked about this, using the subconscious mind to bring about what you desire, and using emotional feelings such as faith to bring it to pass. But in this video, you can watch that video to learn more about how to use your subconscious mind, understanding the subconscious mind, and then how to go about using it to manifest what you want. So, but in this video, whatever, like I said again, whatever you desire, have it in your mind that you can achieve it. The only person that can decide you can achieve it is you, because as soon as that you have that desire, that is the surest evidence that you can achieve it. You will not have that desire unless you can achieve it. So let's say, for example, you desire money. You desire money, and you desire, let's say, example, £1 million. Like I'm in the UK, so we use pounds sterling. So you desire £1 million, and in all your life you've never had £10,000 in your pocket, but somehow you desire £1,000 for whatever reason, and I don't know, whatever reason for whatever reason you desire £1 million. That £1 million you desire is possible, because if it's not possible, you will not have that desire. But at the same time, nothing goes for nothing. You can't just desire something and sit at home and it will happen. You must decide, okay, the amount the thing you desire. Like now, in this example, I'm using second example. I'm using a guy, somebody that wants £1 million and he lives in the UK and they don't have any money. They only have, let's say, in their bank account right now, they only have like £200, and they desire £1 million. The first, there is steps to follow to achieve this thing, this £1 million you want. You must write the exact amount you want, the exact amount. You have to be specific on the amount you want. That is your desire, £1 million. You write it down. The next thing is you have to determine when you want that £1 million to be in your bank account. When do you want that money in your bank account? Do you want it in the next 5 years, in the next 3 years, the next 2 years? You decide. You are the one calling the shot. The universe works with you. You decide. You decide. But at the same time, you have to make a decision that is not in conflict with you, because I've seen it several times. People may have a wish to manifest something, and they want to manifest. They have never manifested £50. They have never manifested £100. They have never manifested £1,000 in their life. All of a sudden, they want to manifest 100 million. And because they are jumping, the step they are jumping is so high. Most of the time, they have never manifested anything in their life. They are their own worst enemy. They are fighting themselves because the doubt is there. The doubt is fighting the desire they want, what they want to manifest. So you must have something that there won't be what you want to manifest. Be sure that you won't create doubt to stop it from manifesting, because I can decide to manifest £100 million, and I know I will manifest it because I have manifested so many things in the past. But if you have never manifested anything, and all of a sudden you want to manifest some £100 million, you might be, most of the time, from what I've known from observing people and working with people and dealing with them, most of the time they start doubting, and one small doubt takes you 10 steps back from where you need to be. So make sure that the amount, whatever you want, that it's not too big, so big that you start being a stumbling block to yourself. So going back to what I was saying, so the first step is for you to know what you want, the amount you want. Let's say in this example, you want £10 million. You want £10 million. Then the next thing is to decide when you want to have that £10 million in your bank account. Is it in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, in the next 4 years? You decide. After you decide, because the time is not the decision to decide is up to you, because someone that have been used to making millions of pounds can just say, okay, I want that £10 million in the next 6 months, and they'll have it because their frequency is close to that amount. But somebody that's never seen £100,000 saying they want £10 million, in their head, they might their frequency is so far off the amount they want. They need to do a lot more exercise, a lot more focus. They have to be a lot more intense about it to get to that point, because there's a big gap, because everybody vibrates at a certain frequency. The multi-millionaire vibrate at a certain frequency, the billionaire vibrate at a certain frequency, and the poor person vibrate at a certain frequency. So it's easier for somebody that is making £1 million to manifest £10 million, because they're already in that, the frequency is close by. Why somebody that is home, let's say, have £100 or £200 in their bank account, for them to say I want to manifest £10 million, they naturally, their mind will be doubting them, and they have to overcome themselves first before they get to where they want, and that makes the time longer. God, universe doesn't care. It's you that desire. It's you that fight yourself. It's you that manifest, work with the universe to manifest. So when you decide how much you want, you write the date you think you can have it, the date you really want to have it. Let's say you write 10 million pounds and you want to manifest it you want to have it in your bank account in the next 3 years. That's okay. That's realistic. Anytime is 6 months is even realistic, but for you, 3 years is realistic. So the next step after you decide on the amount, and the date you want it in your bank account, the next step is to decide what you're going to give in exchange for that money. Because it's not, if you write down I want 10 million pounds and I want it in my bank account in the next 3 years, well, the universe needs a means to give it to you. You can't just throw it in your bank account. Something has to go for something. There must be an exchange. This energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transformed from one form to another. So what energy are you giving to it to get that 10 million pounds? You must give something in return for it. Sometime you might decide, okay, I will start a business, or I will start let's say you in your own exercise, you write down you start a business, and through that business you make 10 million pounds. That's okay. But you must decide on what you give in exchange for it, because there's no such thing as a free lunch. Somebody has to pay for it. Even the free lunch, somebody paid for it. The lunch didn't cook itself, prepare itself, and put itself on a plate for you to eat. So you have to tell the universe, tell God what you intend to give in exchange for it. Then after I write that thing out, have like a piece of paper, write it out, the amount, the date, and what you give in exchange for it. Every day look at it, and now create a plan to achieve it. And what plan do you have to achieve that goal? Because you have to create a plan to achieve that aim, that goal you have created for yourself. You have the desire to have 10 million pounds in your bank account in the next 3 years. You know the amount, the date you want it. You know the business you're going to, the business you want to offer to get that amount. Then the next thing is to create a plan for you, and then start working on that plan immediately. Don't wait for everything to be in place. Just start immediately. Immediately you create that plan, start. You don't wait for you to be ready. Because if you look around me now, I'm in a place doing my video, and the place is not ready. The place I'm just doing whatever place I can find, I do it. That's how you go start in life. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Then you create a plan to achieve that, the plan for that business that will give you the 10 million pounds. Start immediately. And after I do that, every day read that plan. Read, have a piece of paper, have a look at the amount and the date. Read it out to yourself in the morning and in the evening. Read it out in a way that says that I have this money. Don't read it in a way that says I'm trying to achieve this money. Because when you saying I'm trying, the next 10 years you'll still be trying. So write out, let's say you want 10 million pounds. Just write in a piece of paper, I am so happy and grateful now that and I have 10 million pounds in my bank account, and I offer a services of so and this to get this money. You might leave out the services part, but you can add it too. But you must write it out in the present tense that you already have that money. You must read it in the morning, in the evening. By reading it, what you are trying to activate is actually what I talked about in the subconscious video. It's about you want to activate the emotional feeling of faith. Because once you activate it, that subconscious emotional feeling of faith, the subconscious mind comes into play. And when the subconscious mind is activated, it's game over. Once the subconscious mind picks up the what you are trying to manifest, it's game over. You can forget it's coming to pass. There's nothing that can stop it anymore. So by writing it out on a piece of paper and reading it and saying that you have this money in your bank account and you're providing this service for it, and you are doing it every morning and every night before you go to sleep, before you know it, in that time you will have it. You have it. But there have been instances people do follow the same procedure. So maybe they set a target to have 10 million pounds in their bank account, and by when that time come about, they got like 7 million pounds. If that happens, that's okay. Don't panic. Just set another target again, then go for it again, because for some reason that happened from time to time. Because like I said, I've been doing manifestation for quite a long time, so I've seen the all kinds, all the angles. Sometimes you manifest the whole thing at once. Sometimes you have to add like one year or 18 months to it to get to the point you want. So this is how you turn your desire into reality. Once you know what you want, once you want to desire something, you have a desire, have it in your mind that if this desire you have is there because you are capable of achieving it. If you are incapable of achieving it, you will not have that desire. So the fact you have that desire is the surest sign that you can bring it to pass. Secondly, decide on the date you want to bring that desire to pass. This right exact date you want to bring it to pass. Then decide on what you have to give, what you will give in exchange for it. Because like I said, nothing goes for nothing. You must give something to get something back. Then after that, write it down in present tense in the form that I say, okay, this is, I am so happy and grateful now that I have this thing I desire. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have so and so thing. And you write it down in a way that is like, is active. You are living it now. Don't put it in the future. Never put it in the future. Put it in the now. In the now, everything is happening in the now. The past, the present, and the future are happening right now. So after you do this, keep doing it. Keep doing it, keep doing it. That before you know it, your desire will come to pass. I hope this video hasn't been too long for you, but I also hope this video has been helpful to you to understand desire and how to turn your desire into reality. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.